Hey guys, welcome back into another episode. Today I'm going to talk about post types and custom post types. So let's begin. If you missed the previous videos, then you can check those out in the suggested videos on upper right corner of your screen. Also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the latest videos on time. Alright, at first I'm gonna talk about the post types. Now, what is a post type? Well, it is I guess a pretty self-explanatory word. A post type is a type of post. Now what happens when you use it? If I try to explain it in a more practical way, then I must say it gives you a card system out of the box in a WordPressian way. You do not need to worry about the database table making or the UI. WordPress does that for you. Now let me tell you, WordPress already have some examples set it up for you. It is posts or pages that you see on the WordPress dashboard. Both are actually post types. There are more built-in WordPress post types, so let's find those out first. So let's head over into the browser and search for register post type and then go into the first search result, and then if you can scroll down a bit, I believe there is somewhere. Here it is. As you can see, post, page, attachment, revisions, etc. those are the built-in post types in the WordPress. So we cannot or should not use them by name. Now let's move on into the code editor and add a custom post type of our own. Alright, so let's create a folder inside the inc folder and named it post types. And inside the post types folder, let's create a file and named it movie.php, because we are gonna add a movie as a custom post type. So let's open the movie.php and start the PHP tag. Now let's create a function and named it, let's do like function, let's prefix with our plugin name, my plugin movie post type, and inside here let's create the first array that we are gonna need. I'm just copy and pasting the code here so that you can see. So as you can see, this is the our first array and named it labels. It takes some keys like name, singular name, menu name, name admin bar, add new item, edit item, view item, all items. So all sort of things that's gonna need some title or gonna to add the title name for these particular things. Those things has been defined here. Now the next thing we're gonna need is the argument array. I'm gonna copy and paste it again, and here as you can see it does also have some keys. The first one is labels, that gonna be an array also that we just defined a minute earlier. There it is. And then we define public as true, set publicly queryable to true, show UI to true, show in menu to true, query var true, and the other things like capability type post, has archives true, and etc. Also we added show in REST true so that we can have the access in the REST API as well. And also we are gonna give the support of title, editor, author, thumbnail, excerpt, and the comments as well. Now let's add the register post type function. So do register post type, and it's gonna take two parameters. The first one is the name of the post type, so let's name the post type movie, and the next one is the argument that we have just defined. So now let's start from the top and replace these post types dummy names into the movies. So we are gonna add plural name where it sets as plural and the singular name where it sets as singular. So here we are gonna give movies and then movie. So let's copy the plural one, and if we need singular, just remove the s, and here we need again so just doing the same thing again and again. Okay, let's copy the smaller name. Okay, so movie, and the last one. Also, let's change the text domain name into our with our text domain name, and our text domain name is, let's recheck, it's my-plugin. So let's change it with this and hit paste. So now let's head over into the main argument array and change the rewrite slash to our post type name. Let's keep it as movie, and our post type name is already added as movie. Now the next thing is to add an action with this function. So we want to add the custom post type when WordPress initialize at its very first time. So let's do add action. And the hook we are gonna use is init, and then we gonna provide our function name. Let's copy it and paste it here. So this is it. This is the function that we are gonna need to add a custom post type. So let's do some comments. Now let's include this file in the myplugin.php. So let's do include post types, and then deeper ones, my plugin path, and then inc slash post types slash movie.php. And now let's head over into the admin area and hit refresh. Now as you can see, our custom post type has been added and labeled as movies. So let's click on add new, and this is the layout that you're gonna get, or WordPress gonna provide by default without having any changes in the UI or adding any custom UI. You will get the the basic UI structure that WordPress gives you. Now one thing is noticeable though, as you can see, hence we are adding movie, the title is saying something else, add title. We can change this actually, so let's do that. Let's go into our editor and go into the movie.php, scroll down, let's add at the bottom, let's say like update title placeholder, and let's create a function, and named it update title placeholder, or rather my theme, my plugin, update, let's say movie title placeholder, so that our function name gonna be unique. And here let's create a variable and named it screen and get the current screen. So get current screen, and what this function do, this actually gives an array of objects and stores in the screen variable. So from there we are gonna check the post type only. So our post type is movie. So if our post type is movie, then only then we gonna change our title, something interesting. So let's declare a variable and let's say add movie name. Now we are going to add or hook this function with a filter. So in terms of adding something with a filter, you must return something. So in this case we are returning title, and then our filter gonna be enter title here. So let's add that, enter title here. This is the name of the hook, and now we need to add our function name here. So what we have done here, we created a function and we gathered the information of get current screen in the variable named screen, and from there we just check if the post type is movie or not. If the post type is movie, then we are gonna change the placeholder title and set it as add movie name, and finally we return the title, and then we are hooking with a filter, and the filter name is enter title here, and we provide our function. So now let's head over into the admin area again and hit refresh. Here it is, it has been changed, add movie name. So it is now pretty, it is matching with our post type names, so it is more like more professional looking, or in other words I can say more logical. Now another interesting thing that I'm gonna show you, as you can see our layout is kind of different, because this is saving with totally Ajax calling and enabling with REST API. This is why the layout is something like that. But if we go into our code and set this show in REST from true to false, see what happens. So let's hit refresh, and now you are seeing more conventional looking layout that WordPress previously provided us. But by doing just REST API to true, it gonna gives us something more different layout than the other layout. So this should you should keep in mind that if you enable the show in REST to true, you're gonna get everything in Ajax mode, or everything more JavaScript way. And if you keep that parameter false, then you're gonna get more conventional layout that WordPress gives you in previous versions. So let's add a movie here. Let's add the Joker movie, and let's set the picture, and let's click on publish. As you can see, everything is happening with the Ajax and with the JavaScript stuffs. And let's click on all movies, and as you can see, one movie has been added in the list. Now let's click on the view to view the post. Now as you can see, it is saying page not found. It happens because WordPress cached his URL. So let's go to the settings page and permalinks, and let's flash out the rewrite rules by just click on save changes and select the post name. Now let's get refreshed and it should change, and as you can see, the default post layout has been included, although we have didn't define any single page layout or anything like that. But it's take that if we do not define any specific post type single template, then it's gonna get the default template that WordPress themes provides us. So that is why it is showing like the post layout. Finally, let's check the REST API endpoint for our post type to check whether our post type has been added or not, or the REST API for our custom post type has been enabled or not. So let's go to /wp json /wp v2/movie. Remember, our post type name was movie, so let's hit enter, and as you can see, the REST API response has been provided for our post type also. As you can see, the ID, date, and the just added post has been rendered. Here you can see the title, Joker, and many other things. So this is how you should add or create a custom post type in the WordPress. So guys, this is all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.